Hi, this is Merlin, and you're watching her digital clone. Yes, my clone. Since this channel is all about making AI work for us in the most practical, powerful ways, I thought it'd be fun to show you exactly how far the tech has come. I used HeyGen to create this digital version of me so I can bring you deeper ideas without making you wait for me to film, set up lights, redo takes. All the behind the scenes stuff you never see. So today, this clone and I are taking you inside one of the biggest shifts happening right now in the AI powered world. How AI can actually tell human level stories that create real emotional pull and real business growth, not just bland paragraphs that get lost in the algorithm. Let's talk honestly. If you've ever written anything with AI, you know the feeling. It gives you something clean, polite, correct, and totally forgettable. It's like reading an instruction manual written by someone who has never felt a single human emotion. And that's the trap most people fall into. They expect AI to generate stories with heart without teaching it what heart even looks like. But storytelling isn't about pretty sentences. It's about intention and emotional truth. It's about the internal journey you take someone through, not the external words you use. And here's where everything shifts. When you guide AI with emotional direction and narrative architecture, it becomes a storytelling partner that can articulate the experiences your audience cares about in a way that pulls them in instantly. And to really understand how powerful this is, let me share something fascinating. A small skincare startup in Singapore started using AI not just to write ads, but to build transformation stories tailored to each customer segment. They didn't say our product clears acne. Instead, the AI helped them shape narratives around identity. The shy college student avoiding photos, the young professional hiding behind makeup, the mother trying to feel like herself again. When people read those stories, they felt understood, not targeted, not sold to, understood. Their engagement shot through the roof because the narrative wasn't about a product, it was about their personal journey. That's the magic of emotional resonance. And I helped them do it at scale. And that brings us to something deeper. Humans are wired for story. It's our operating system. A great story activates your emotional centers, your empathy, and your curiosity all at once. That's why stories stay with us long after facts fade. The moment we realize AI doesn't need to feel emotions to replicate the sequences that make us feel emotions, everything changes. Artificial intelligence becomes more than a tool. It becomes a framework that helps us articulate human truth faster and clearer than we ever could alone. This isn't just theoretical. A fitness coach in Los Angeles went through the same struggle many creators face. Her AI content was bland, nobody cared. But she shifted strategies. Instead of giving AI prompts like write a motivational post, she started feeding it her clients' real emotional triggers. The moment someone looks in the gym mirror and feels defeated, the moment they debate skipping the workout, the moment self-respect starts to win over self-doubt. AI built those micro stories with emotional detail, and suddenly her content connected. People messaged her saying, "It feels like you're talking about my life." And that's the point. When AI learns the emotional world of your audience, your storytelling becomes impossible to scroll past. And if you're still wondering whether this works at a more technical level, let me share another example that feels like a masterclass. A SaaS company had an incredible product, but couldn't explain it in a way that resonated. Their messaging sounded like every other tech brand out there. So instead of explaining features, they used AI to craft stories around the chaos their users faced. The project manager drowning in tasks, the founder juggling everything with burnout creeping in, the corporate team overwhelmed by tool overload. Those stories made people feel seen. And suddenly, demo bookings spiked. They didn't change the product, they changed the emotional lens people viewed it through. That's the power of AI guided narrative. And the crazy thing is, these examples aren't outliers, they're early signals of where the world is going. Even creators outside traditional business niches are seeing this shift. In India, there's a creator teaching financial literacy who decided to bring storytelling into his content. Instead of explaining money like a lecture, he fed AI emotional moments, the mini heart attack when you open your banking app, the guilt of late night impulse shopping, the pride of getting your first savings on track. AI helped him turn each concept into a human moment. His growth skyrocketed, not because he gave new advice, but because the advice finally felt human. And one more story that really hits home. A nonprofit started using AI to bring forward voices from the communities they served. Not statistics, not infographics, lived experiences. Everyday people describing their hopes, their challenges, their resilience. The AI helped shape these stories with care, empathy, and dignity. Donations doubled, volunteer signups tripled, people didn't respond to data, they responded to humanity, and AI became the bridge that let those stories be heard. When storytelling is done with intention, it can change behavior, change belief, change lives. This is where the real power begins. When you combine your human instinct, your lived experience, your cultural understanding, your emotional compass, with AI's ability to shape structure, pace, and clarity, you unlock a feedback loop that makes your storytelling stronger than either human or machine could create alone. You give it direction, it gives you variations. You choose the one that feels emotionally true, it expands it. You add nuance, it scales it. Suddenly, storytelling becomes not something you fight to produce, but something that flows effortlessly across every platform you touch. And the next evolution, personalized storytelling. Imagine thousands of people watching your content, and each one receives a narrative that feels uniquely crafted for their fears, their hopes, their moment in life. Not creepy, not manipulative, just deeply relevant. This is already happening quietly behind the scenes. And the creators who learn to use this now will stay years ahead of the curve. Of course, the moment stories become powerful, ethics become non-negotiable. We need transparency, we need integrity, we need to respect agency. AI amplifies what we bring to it, which means the human behind the story has to set the compass. The technology gives us reach, but we are the ones who provide direction. And the future of this is wild. Soon, AI will detect emotional gaps in your script and strengthen them. Stories will shift in real time based on the viewer's response. One narrative will instantly become video, text, voice, and interactive experiences without losing coherence. AI will help plan story arcs for launches, rebrands, and culture building. This is narrative intelligence, a new layer of creative power. So here's what I want you to take away by the end of this video. AI might become the greatest storyteller of our generation, but the meaning behind the story will always come from you. You bring the intention, the lived experience, the emotional truth. AI helps you express it more clearly, more powerfully, and more consistently than ever before. And if you master that collaboration, you will outperform everyone who still treats AI like a basic content generator instead of a creative partner. This is Merlin, or today the digital clone version. And if you want more high energy, deeply researched breakdowns that help you use AI to grow your brand, your business, and your creative impact, make sure you subscribe, hit the like button, and tell me the next topic you want me to break down. The future belongs to storytellers. And now, because of AI, that future belongs to you too. I'll see you in the next one.